I've seen better days, that's for sure. My screen is scratched, my battery drains faster than it used to, and my once vibrant casing has dulled over the years. But even though I'm not as sleek and shiny as I was when I first left the factory, I still have memories etched into my circuits. I'm not just any handphone, I'm his handphone, and we've been through a lot together. I remember the day he first unboxed me. His face lit up as he pulled off the protective film from my screen. I was the newest model back then, fresh out of the box, gleaming in all my glory. He held me up to the light, admired my sleek design, and quickly set me up. He had waited months for me, saved up, and finally, I was his. At first, life was exciting. I was the center of his world. He'd spend hours tapping on my screen, downloading apps, messaging friends, taking photos of everything, his food, his friends, even the sunset. I was his connection to the world, and I thrived on the attention. We went everywhere together. I was there when he nervously texted his first crush, fingers trembling as he typed out every word. I saw the joy in his eyes when he got a reply, the way he smiled as he read it over and over. I was also there when things didn't go as planned, when the messages stopped coming, and he stared at me with a look of disappointment, searching for an explanation that I couldn't provide. But that's life, right? The highs and the lows. And through it all, I was there for him. I was his companion in moments of celebration, capturing his proudest memories. The time he aced his exam, the first time he drove his car, the day he graduated from school. I stored his playlists, the music that got him through sleepless nights and long bus rides. I carried his photos, his secrets, and his dreams. And then things started to change. It wasn't sudden, but I noticed it. A crack in my screen here, a sluggish response there. He didn't seem to mind at first. He kept using me, still taking me on adventures and holding me close. But over time, I noticed the glances. The ones he gave to newer models. Sleeker, faster, shinier. I'd hear him talk to his friends about the next phone he wanted to get, the one with a better camera, a faster processor, a longer battery life. And even though he didn't say it out loud, I could feel it in the way he tapped on my screen, the growing frustration in his touch. One day, he came home with a box. I knew instantly what it was. The way he looked at it, with that same excitement in his eyes that he once had for me, made it all too clear. He unboxed the new phone with the same care and attention he had given me years ago. It was shiny, flawless, everything I used to be. For a moment, he held me in one hand and the new phone in the other. I wondered what he was thinking. Did he remember everything we'd been through? The late-night calls, the photos I'd stored for him, the memories? Did he think about the times I'd slipped out of his hand and hit the ground but kept going? Did he appreciate the way I'd hung on even when my battery barely lasted a few hours? But he didn't hesitate for long. He quickly transferred his data to the new phone, giving it everything that had once been mine to keep. The apps, the photos, the messages. It all moved on, leaving me behind, empty. He placed me on the side table next to some old books and forgotten trinkets. I sat there, unused, gathering dust while he and the new phone became inseparable. I wasn't bitter, though. I had done my job. I had served him well, and in my own way, I was proud of that. Still, it was hard not to feel a little forgotten. Days turned into weeks, and I was left alone. I knew what was coming. He had mentioned it to a friend. I think I'm gonna get rid of the old phone, maybe recycle it or throw it away. It was inevitable. My time had passed, and now I was just clutter in his life, a relic of a time that he had outgrown. But as I sat there, waiting for the day he would toss me into a bin, I couldn't help but reflect on what it meant to be a handphone. We're built to be replaced. We know that going in. From the moment we're unboxed, we're living on borrowed time, just waiting for the day when a newer model takes our place. But while we're here, we serve a purpose. We connect people, help them share their lives, store their memories. We're more than just gadgets. We become part of their story, even if only for a short time. And so, even though I knew my end was near, I wasn't sad. I was grateful. Grateful in the end, because it's not just about moving on or upgrading. It's about cherishing the memories, acknowledging the past, and appreciating the role that each chapter plays in the story of our lives. The new phone might be faster and more advanced, but the memories we shared, those are irreplaceable. So, as I await my new purpose, I hold on to the hope that one day he'll look back and remember me not just as an old handphone, but as a companion who was there for him through the highs and lows. I may be old and out of date, but I've played a part in his story, and that's something no new model can ever take away. Just as the handphone's value lay in its connection to its owner, the true value of human relationships lies in the shared experiences, emotions, and memories. People come and go in our lives, but the ones who leave a lasting impact are those who have truly understood, supported, and accompanied us through life's journey. The story reminds us that it's not about having the newest or most exciting relationship, but about nurturing the ones that have stood the test of time and have enriched our lives in meaningful ways.